Hello, future developers. Welcome to another tutorial ABCD. Welcome to our course on NumPy. Okay, so this course assumes that you already have knowledge in Python. If you don't already have a free course on NumPy, that's Python, on Udemy, so you might want to check that up. Okay, so that said, NumPy is a numerical Python. Okay, so it helps in making that's mathematical computations. So using the NumPy library. So Python lists serve the purpose of arrays, but they are slow compared to NumPy, which is 50 times faster than that's list. Okay, so to be able to do that, you use the NumPy um, array to be able to do some mathematical computation. So the array object is in NumPy is called end array. So an array is a data structure that stores values of the same data type. Okay, so int, floats, strings, and then whilst Python list can contain elements of varied data types. Okay, so you can store something like this. Okay, so there's a list. Okay, so you can see we have strings and then we have numbers. Okay, but for NumPy you can only have strings and then you can only have numbers. Okay, so that said, what you can do first, you have to pip install NumPy if you don't have NumPy installed on your machine, and then using this. Okay, using this, and then you import NumPy as np. Okay, so I already have it, so you can see requirements already satisfied. Okay, so first, let's say I'm creating a list, so a equals to this. Okay, so square brackets, and then when I type a, it gives us a list, so we can just try it out. So let's say a equals 1 comma 2, and then print a. So you can see we have a list. So I'm going to find the type of a. So let me type into brackets, type into brackets a. Okay, so you can see we have a list. Okay, so let's head straight to NumPy. So this particular code tells us we are assigning the value of we are creating a NumPy array of that's an array of 10 zeros. Okay, so we are populating the array with 10 zeros, so it's just a simple step. So let's just try it out. So create a variable. You can use any variable name. So g equals np dot 0 zeros, then bracket 10. Okay, so let's print g. Let's print g. Okay, so you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so we have 10 zeros being populated in our array. Okay, so you can see here np does zeros, so 5. Okay, so input 5 here, you can see 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so let's say we can try to find a type. Okay, so let's proceed to I wanted to show something, but let's proceed to this side. So here we have what 3 rows, that's arrays with 4 elements. So we are trying to create a NumPy array of 3 rows, so 1 2 3, and then in each row or array we want 4 elements to be in it. So you can see we have 1 2 3 4. Okay, so zeros, so we are populating each array with 4 zeros. So let's try that out. So I'm going to start here. So np does zeros, and then I'm going to put into brackets, and then I'll create another bracket again, and then 3 4. Okay, so when I print it out, you can see we have what 3 where's the name 3 we have 3 arrays. Okay, 1 2 3, and then in each array we have 4 elements populated in each array. Okay, so let's see. So let's say I want to change it to, let's say 2. Let me do it 2. Okay, so you can see we have two arrays, and then in each array we have 4 elements. Okay, so here print out the length of g. This isn't supposed to be here. Okay, so what we want, so here we are trying to find the finding the type of array. Okay, so if you input type into bracket g, you can see that we have an array, so it's giving us the data type as an array. Okay, so this is an array. not a data. So this is an array. Okay, so let's say here we want to print out zeros with an element. Okay, so here g.shape equals 10, 1. So we want to populate, we want to create just one array or one row with 10 elements in each row or element, sorry, in array, sorry. So g.shape equals 10, 1. So let's try that out. So just going to try g.shape. You can use any variable. Okay, bracket 10, 1. Okay, so let's print out g. So you can see in each array we have um, we have these zeros. Okay, so we populated it with zeros, and then um, that's 10 zeros. Okay, and then that's in just one. We populated it with 1 zeros. What is happening in a moment? Okay, so we populated it with zeros. Okay, zeros, and then in each zero in each array we have zeros. So in each row we have 10. Thus we've created 10 arrays, 10 elements. Okay, in one row, 10 elements in one row. Okay, so this is our shape. Okay, so we want to find the shape of our array. So the shape is going to give us the length of our array. You just type g.shape, or you just give the variable name. So if you use y, you just put y.shape. Okay, and then since we have 10 elements in our array, you can see we have 10 here. Okay, so here printing elements in ones 5 times. Okay, so here if you want, so the other previous we did was 0. So other arguments or things you can do here, or code you can do, is just once. If you want to populate it with this thing once, you can just put once. So let's say k equals np dot once. Okay, and then you can pass in the number of ones you want. So let's say I want 8. Okay, so I'm going to k. You can see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so you can see we have 8. Sorry. Okay, so previously we had 8, now I changed to 5. So you can see we have 5 elements. Okay, so we want to find the type of k. Okay, so we want to find the type of k. So the type of elements inside the array. So just type into brackets and then the variable name. Okay, so if you use y, you just put y here and then square bracket 1. Okay, so here when I input 1, you can see it's giving us numpy.floats. Okay, so you have 1 point something. So these are floats. Okay, so we've stored floats in our array. Okay, so here np.ones, just as we did for the zeros, you can also try to create an array of 3 rows. Okay, or 3 arrays, and then in each array or rows we have 4 elements inside them. Okay, so let's just go to this one. So this one, L equals np.empty into bracket 3. Okay, so if you use the empty method, what will happen is you're going to create, so you put here's 3, so we are going to have values inside, so just 3 values. Okay, so we've created an empty array and then we've populated with 3 values. Okay, so here you can see if I do L equals np.empty 12, you can see we have 12 so if you count it, we have 12 elements inside it. Okay, so here we are creating a one-dimensional array. So to create a one-dimensional array, just type np.array and then into brackets and then square brackets, and then you can populate it with any number you want. 2, 3. If you print it, you can see we have an array 1, 2, 3. Okay, so here making a list into an array. So you want to convert a list into an array. So to do that, here what I did is okay, so I'm just going to add, and then I did j. So I created a variable j, then I created a list. So this is how you create a list. So square bracket 1, 2, 3, then you can put in a number, then I'm going to store the array inside. So I'm going to store the array inside a variable r. Okay, so r equals np dot array, and then two brackets, and then I'm going to put square brackets j. So we are converting our list into an array. Okay, so when I print r, what just happened? What's happened? Okay, so it's not an array. Okay, so you can see we have an array. We've created an array. Okay, so we've converted our list into an array. Okay, and then when we want to, let's find out the type of r. So if you just type into brackets r, you would get numpy dot array and array. Okay, so here it's just the same thing, just as we did above. So here we are storing our numpy array in a variable a. When we print it out, you can see we have it here. Okay, so let's see. It's just the same. So this part is just helping us to we are storing strings instead of numbers or ints. Okay, so let's try that for this particular session. So a equals np dot array. So we are creating an array to store strings. Okay, so square brackets, and then just going to say a comma, sorry, comma b. Okay, so a. Why do I keep doing okay, so you can see we have a list. Sorry, we have a list of strings. Okay, so sorry, not a list, an array of strings. Okay, so let's find a type of so I'm going to find a type. So type into brackets a. Okay, so our list. Okay, so we've created an array of that's a string array. Okay, so that should be it for this particular session, and then we'll move next to other programs. So thank you.